Hey, this is Corey Gerard, and I am here to have a political discussion with you. Now, there are a lot of things going on in the country involving certain political decisions that the majority are certainly not in agreement with. And many of the majority feel betrayed because they claim that, hey, these candidates or this candidate promise me this, promise me that, but they're acting like they're on a new type of agenda and so forth. And what I would say is many political figures or political electees tend to make promises just to get into office. Now, that doesn't mean that they don't intend on keeping some of their promises, but I feel that many believe that they can't, because it would be impossible unless they actually had absolute power to keep those promises. So these political decisions which are happening now seem to have this country in an uproar because they feel as though their voices are not being heard, nor are their wishes and requests being met. And quite simply putting it, of an overstatement, they have every right to feel that way. But think about it. If we placed one above all or one above so many, then that one who is above so many would feel as though they are not obligated to rush to someone's need and provide for them services of a plenty, or at least right off the bat, because if they actually did that, then the people certainly wouldn't need them anymore. And to put it quite simply, the people of a complete consolidated effort could most certainly provide all the goods, services, entertainment, and recreation on their own if they just simply get together and establish particular groups for specific areas in which are designed to meet the people's needs, help the people, and provide for the people. Like just say a few 100 million people can get together and get a bank, put all their money in a bank and make investments, and then, establish their own security force to aid the local law enforcement in policing and protecting the areas. Part of the resources can be used to provide millions of jobs for those in need. Part of the proceeds most certainly can be used to provide recreational activities for kids so that they will not run astray and join gangs and do all the wrong things in life that they shouldn't be doing. And most certainly the people of a consolidated, united effort would most certainly be in the same accord as far as wanting the same things and agreeing on the same things. So there is no way you can go wrong with that. Now let's get back to political elected officials. Now there's only so much that a political elected official can do for you. Because like I said, they don't have absolute power and they can't make good on all the promises that they claim to want to do for you. So we should recognize how much power a particular political candidate or an elected official has. We should certainly recognize the limitations of that particular political figure or elected candidate. And most definitely, we should know the full range of that political figure or elected official's abilities, which involve the general public or the masses. And in knowing that, we would know exactly how much they can do for us of a particular amount. And next, we should know and recognize what we can do as a whole consolidated effort, which will be working together. Now, I don't want to come across as being like anti-political or nothing, because I believe in the political system and I know that it can work if it is properly implemented. But I believe all the political figures should be working together for a common goal rather than being split off into different political parties with different agendas, where one would be for the rich and super rich, and then another one would be for the poor or the middle class. Because if that's the case, then they're not looking at people or treating people as being equal, but rather they're placing some above others. And they are openly acknowledging, by having so many different political parties, that they do not intend on helping all persons anyway. So I believe they should just do away with that whole thing and just establish one working political party where all the political candidates are working together, much like they did back when it was a Roman Senate. Because the Roman Senate was of one party, I believe, and they were for the people, amongst the people, out of the people, and a part of the people, or something like that. And they weren't split off into a different party for this and a different party for that. So I pretty much wanted to talk to you about those things. So thank you for tuning in.